welcome down to a devonkoi pond after, well, more than a month. As a lot of people probably noticed, not putting out so many videos now, just busy with other things. So I thought everybody would like a bit of an update. So, pond's running great. Not really had any problems coming into the spring. No bugs, no parasites, nothing. A little bit of blanket weed I got in the pond. I'll show you a bit of that in the thing, but very little around the pond. It's in the veg filter. It seems to be growing in the matted box, the jack mat box. Seems to like it there. Plenty of moss in the filter, but I'll show you all that in a minute. Quick bit on the solar. The panels been running on the house now for a month and a half, but I had my first full month in April. What can I say? Absolutely brilliant. Well, electric costs for the house for April, absolutely bloody zero. Nothing. No electric used from the grid in the house that I'll have to pay for. Sold some as well. So actually in the month, I walked away at the end of it with about £3 profit, which surprised me because it was a bad month as well, weather-wise. We didn't get that much solar, but I actually made £3 profit on the electric, and that was all my electric was free, plus the standing charge paid for on the electric, and £3. Was expecting a little bit more, but it was a bad month. This month it's going to be different. It's going to be a lot more this month. I was still playing around with it as well, the settings on the solar, and it's going to be even more this month. So we'll be well in profit. Gas bills going down as well, because obviously we've been using less gas. I've been heating the hot water as well. I've still got a hot water tank, so I've been heating the immersion heater rather than using the gas to heat the water. That's been working. Absolutely brilliant. Pond's still whacking away on solar. That didn't cost me anything for last month. Pond is totally free, just running off the sun. And it's a little bit hazy at the moment, but it's flying in. Just had 2 or 3 cracking days. Anything else happened? It was my birthday the other day. I was 60. Thanks to those on Facebook that wished happy birthday to me. 60, eh? Sometimes you think you'd never make it, but I'm there. So let's have a quick look at the pond and just see what's going on here, and I'll dive into the veg filter a bit. But before we do, don't forget the stuff I've got for sale on eBay. If any of you are looking for some decorative stuff around your pond, I'll whack a few pictures up here, a bit of a collage of pictures. So here you go. This is some of the plaques that we've got for sale. You find them on eBay. I'll put links down below. But, we've got koi plaques here, Japanese writing. Okay, this is the kind of thing we've got. Love, peace, happiness, koi pond, all this sort of thing. This is all for sale on eBay. I also do personalised plaques for YouTube channels. I'll chuck a few of those that I've done here on the end, but there's loads more. Those of you that got them out there know how nice they are. I still do the personalised ones. Just contact me on Facebook about those. There is a link down below here to my channel on Facebook. Right, okay, so let's have a quick look in the pond a minute, and I'll look in the veg and see what's going on. Okay, sorry about the glare on the water. It's hard on a day like this. Anybody that's not got a pagoda over the roof of their pond know what it's like trying to video it. Bit difficult. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the veg. Now, as you can see here, the baby's tears has died back a bit. I just wait for the new stuff to go over the top. I don't know whether to cut it back or not. It is hard to tell. I'm not 100% sure. But, We go into the Jack mat box here. See the blanket weed growing on top of that? That definitely needs looking at. This is the moss I've now got growing in the filter. Sheets and sheets and sheets of it. This is the blanket weed. Just seems to like it on top of this box. Doesn't seem to be anywhere else in the filter. The moss seems to have taken over everywhere. Got the lilies poking up through. I did debate on taking them out this year, but they're kind of old friends now. They should dye the moss back a bit where the light's not getting at it so bad. And if we look in here, you can see what kind of happens along this one. There is holes in it. This is alpha grog in baskets, and all the water trickles down through that. I'll nip over the other side a minute, and I'll have a look in on top of the mountain tree box. I haven't looked in there this year, so that could be a shock, or it could be a nice surprise, or a shock or a bad surprise. As you can see, the big bush is off, pulling the nitrates out. You can't beat plants for taking the nitrates out of the water. Right, let's get around the other side and have a look at the mountain tree stuff. So, okay, this is the back of the veg filter where the water comes out from my run of filters and then drops down into the veg. And I've got a box underneath this moss, plus another box that's underneath the big green bush here for the mountain tree. So I'll try and keep it clear. I'll have a look there. There's a bit of foam on top. So this is the mountain tree sticks in here. As you can see, looking pretty clean. I'm not going to disturb it too much. Doesn't need it. They're fine. I see James has been on about running some of these in water, constantly submerged. Well, it does work, mate. Simple as that. Excellent bit of filter kit, those. Moss is quite something. As you can see, it's taken over nicely here. While I'm up this end, I'll have a quick poke in the filter as well. So, here we can see my last filter pot. This one never gets touched as well. Blooming hell, I've got moss growing in it. There you go. The stuff gets everywhere. It really does. But yeah, it's growing in there, and it's underneath this lid as well. Most strange, but it's there. Check that in the veg. Right. You can see the two moving beds there. That's the first one, plus the other one. You can see I need to jiggle the air stone around. Literally in here, I do not touch much of this. It just stays as itself. I don't clean it. I don't clean these two moving beds. They just stay as they are. I do need to do that air stone. That's not bubbling nice in there, so I need to have a play with that. And you might see some little bloody black balls still in that moving filter there. Now, I did not put any in last year, so they've been there for 2 years plus. Good bacterial balls. Yeah, right, balls is the word for it. Right, pop that back on, and we'll pop over the other side. I'm going to show you another quick thing. I really do need to get around and paint this woodwork this summer. I was going to do it last year and just never got round to it. Filter pit needs a bit of a pull out from the winter, so I just hide everything in there. Upflow's running fine. This one needs cleaned out. Goes a week. And look at the cud and crap in there. Yeah, that needs pulling out. All the woodwork needs a good paint here. And, this is my pond from the garden side, as you can see. This side, wall's a good 3 foot high, and I'm at ground level on the other side. Yeah, I got some floating blanket weed in the pond, so I'm going to have to do a bit of a blanket weed treatment, but it isn't that bad in there. But it will get that way. We've had a few sunny days and it doesn't take much to get that stuff going. So I'm going to be getting the old clover leaf out, I think. I'm going to use that this time. Fish are all well happy. All good after the winter. Time of year, we us that aren't blessed with a filter shed might prefer. Our filters are outside, but here's my first easy pod. Alright, and as you can see, they aren't murder clean. These here, I'm dumping these once a fortnight. I've only really just increased the food levels now as the temperature's gone up this week. But they're nearly on the summertime levels. Certainly will be in another day or two. The temps stay up like this. Speaking of temps, oh, he's a booty. Yeah, not a right lover of spiders. What we have got to do is this. That's the actual water temperature there, what the air one's saying. I've got some new ones, I'll show you in a minute. I'll get them out of the packet because I'm going to swap them over, because the water one's been wrong for frickin' ages, and I've had them in a packet. I'll swap them over a minute while I'm thinking about it. So this is what I actually use. Buy these, they're cheap as chips, and they are accurate. In fact, very bloody accurate for how much they are. But they've got a little probe on them. But the air one I normally leave just tied up in the back, and the water one I dangle in the water. And as that's coming up from the bottom drain, just through the vortex and up to the easy pod, it gives me a pretty good idea what the temperature is like down on the bottom of the pond. Right, I've got air temperature at the moment at 20.9. I just need to replace the water one over here. Let me squeeze that one out a minute, keeping away from that spider, and we'll swap them over to what they should be. Oh, he's a big one. There, I'll just leave that probe down in the water, take the other one out. We can go back here and be mates with our spider for a bit. Certainly didn't like the look of that one. Not a fan of spiders, as I've said. I'll just leave that one in the back there. So there now, these two should pop out and show right there now. So yeah, so the air ones come up, look, and the water one's sitting down at 18.7. so pond temp, water 18.7, and the air a level out at about 20. I was in the sun with it just now, so it's about 19, 20. Stick my fingers on the probe a minute just to see if it does come back up. So I've got other new ones I'll swap them over with if I need to. I think there was the water running down it. Oh yeah, as soon as I touch my fingers there. So just leave that one there. Not the tidiest of electric boxes, wants a bit of a clean up. Again, it's been the winter. Everything here powered by the solar. Its own solar pond system. We can go in and have a quick look. I'll poke you in there a minute. Give me a second. Let's get in there. Batteries are up. They are charging as well. This one's faulty, as people here know. We are charging. These 4 big batteries are enough to keep the pond going overnight with the solar that comes in the day. No problem. And that ran all winter off the solar. Anybody that wants to know a bit more on running a pond off solar, contact me and I'll let you know, because it isn't as easy or as cheap as you think. But this pond is independent, even independent of the house solar. Rightio, just to show you everything's fine in here. All the eco-werby stuff's still working fine, and I do still have the small grid tie system out here running as well. That's chucking it back into the house. It's also going into the house system. Right, get ourselves back outside. Oof. There's the laser cutter. Most Fridays I do the laser cutting. If anybody wants to see a few more videos on that, more than happy to do some. Okay, there you go. That's how it's all running down here. Some of you might think, oh, he's got very little air going into the pond, but I do only run off 1 air pump and just got the bleed on that, and to be honest, the pond is oxygen soaked. It really is. Even when it gets hot, and what's going into the filters off the 1 pump, that's just enough. I get oxygen bubbles forming all over the sides of the pond, all over everything in there throughout the day and the night. Anyway, so I know it's well oxygenated. And I've also done it with a test kit, of course. Right, so here's to a nice pond in summer. Should be cracking. Been enjoying catching up with people's videos. I do watch a lot and don't get time to comment or watch and just chuck a little comment on. I do keep up with people, okay. I'm watching around, been loving what James been doing with his grow on build there. Amazing, you know, now he's scrimping and saving for it all. Everybody knows this isn't a cheap hobby. I try to put as little money as possible into it because none of us have got that much to spare. So I do run on a budget down here. Things are tight. Things are always tight. But there. So, if you're enjoying and wanting more, please hit like and subscribe down below. Always nice to do that. I'm getting so little views on the channel now. I'm probably going to demonetize it pretty soon. There's just not a lot of point for the odd pennies or two you get in off it. So demonetize it, which should be quite nice, because it means I'll get rid of all the adverts for you. Just can't see no point in doing it. They're making a few pennies off it, so it's not worth the hassle when they're inflicting the adverts on people. So maybe after this video we'll see what the view count's like. If it's still low, I'll just demonetize it. But there, that's for another one anyway. Right, pond power use low, not costing me anything. I'll catch you all in another one. Bye for now.